Howdy YouTube, so apologies for the late delay in some of these reviews. I've been flat out lately with work and study and exams and so forth, but finally I thought I'd take some time out to review this for you guys, and that's because we're taking a look at the Konami Yu-Gi-Oh! Legendary Decks 2. I'm also going to take this opportunity to review a mystery package that I got, which is filled with Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards, so that'll be kind of fun. I guess the main reason I picked up this set, I didn't get the Legendary Decks 1, mainly because it was all Yugi based, and a lot of those cards have been released pretty frequently lately. That's one of the things, I guess, with this deck. The main reason I purchased this one is because of the Joey deck. The Yugi and Kaiba cards, we've had numerous opportunities to get the stuff in there. A lot of repeats, especially recently. If you look at my unboxing of the Rivals of the Pharaoh box set, you know we've got a ton of the Silent Magician cards. We've got a ton of Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Dragon Master Knight, and so on and so forth. So this set for me was really more about Joey. The packaging looks incredible. I can't fault that. They nailed this big time. It's got this great gold packaging, the Egyptian hieroglyphics on the side. We've got the Millennium Eye there, which looks excellent. I mean, the packaging, the presentation of it, they did an incredible job. Retail price for this is around $70 from memory, $60 to $70, which to be honest is way too expensive. I was lucky I only paid $40 for this, which is good. Taking a look at the back of the packaging, we get some nice artwork, nice shot of Yugi there, and Exodia, fantastic. We get the 3 God cards, again, not complaining. 3 new Dark Magician support cards, pretty cool. Joey's deck is Red Eyes focused. We've got Blue Eyes Ultimate, and then we got the new Exodia card, which I'm really keen to see. I've got a Japanese version of that card, but I can't read or understand any of it, so it'd be nice to have an English one. Yes, I know I can just YouTube or Google what it says, but there's something a little bit surprising, I think, about waiting for the card. So that's really cool. Let's get this set opened up and out of packaging. Just a quick look to show you guys what it looks like inside when you take open the box. One thing I really like is that these are 3 hypothetical decks, and I really like the decision to do that. It's something a little bit different, so the cards you get here are not the cards the characters used in the show, but they are cards that, I guess if you were to make modern, relatively competitive decks, they're the cards that you would use. So we'll start, I guess, by looking at the 3 exclusive cards, the new Dark Magician support cards. Dark Burning Attack looks epic. Love the artwork and love the designs on these. So here we go. Hopefully you can see that. Dark Burning Attack looks beautiful. That is a legitimately really nice looking card. Great artwork on Dark Magician. I love it. It's got like that secret rare pattern going on. Very nice. Dark Burning Magic. Again, what was the other one? Dark Burning Attack. My bad. Also, really cool artwork. Hopefully you guys can see that. Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl. I love that there. A lot happening on this card, but it's a beautiful looking card. It's one of those things there, once you get it like this, you never want to get a common version of it because it looks so good. Next up, we have Eternal Soul. There is the tablet of the Dark Magician. Seriously cool set of cards, to be honest with you. I mean, they're, I think, 3 of the better, visually, you know, artwork-wise, the promo cards that we've gotten in recent memory. Very impressed with those. And what we might do is start with the Yugi deck, given that we've opened the Dark Magician support cards. So we'll get this opened up. I'm keen to see, I've refrained from watching unboxing videos on this, just because I like that element of surprise. So, Slifer, again, another version of him. He's a pretty cool looking thing. I love the design on him. Very cool. We get Obelisk. Nice. Again, these were reissued just recently. Winged Dragon of Ra, I really like the design for him at the back. The backdrop for the card, I think, looks fantastic. If you had to pick one out of the 3 for playability, Obelisk hands down. Not only do I think he's the best looking, but he's also got the best effects. And then here we have the legendary Exodia Incarnate. That is a beast looking card. Check that out. That is fantastic. Just for comparison, hopefully you guys can see the difference between the cards we get in the West and the cards that you get in the East. The black, the added black on this card, I think makes the picture look significantly nicer and more crisp. This one's covered in gold. It looks almost like one of the gold rare cards. It does have a cool effect that when you turn it, you do get some hieroglyphic writing all over the card. Hopefully you can see that on camera. I'm not sure if you can or not. But yeah, honestly, the Western one actually looks very impressive, which is not something that you can often say. Normally, the Japanese and the Korean and the Asian ones look a lot better. But in this case, I think the one that we got released in the West looks fantastic. That is a nice looking card. Okay, let's keep plowing through this. We got Ties of Brethren, nice. Exodia Obliterate. That is epic. Check that out. That's fantastic. I love that. That is a legitimately brilliant looking card. I love that. Very nice. We get common set of Exodia. Doesn't look as nice, I think, as some of the like, take for example when they released this as part of the gold set, they looked a lot nicer. But having said that, they're not too bad in common. As a kid, I remember that was the thing everyone always wanted. Exodia Necros. I don't think they've reprinted this in common form as of yet, so that is great that we get a copy of him. I've got a Japanese version of him, and I love that card. What's good is now I have two of him, 2 contracts of Exodia. I'm assuming they'll have in this as well, or at least one, and then I've got another one, so I'll be able to build myself an Exodia Necros deck, which is pretty cool. Awesome. Dark Magician, standard. Dark Magician Girl, nice. Buster Blader. Silent Magicians, we've got these recently. The Tricky, I haven't seen this card before. That's kind of cool. It looks to me like a retro card, like one of the first ever Yu-Gi-Oh cards that they released in the original starter decks. But, yeah, I like that card, actually. Big Shot Gardener, nice. Magician's Valkyrie, fantastic. Love the artwork on that. That's a nice looking card. Blast Magician, fantastic. Blockman. Marshmallow. That was actually a pretty beast card, to be honest with you. It's got such horrible artwork, but it's reasonably good. Sangan, old favourite. Gold Sarcophagus, nice. Swords of Revealing Light is always good. Magical Dimension. So you actually get quite a few support cards for the Dark Magician and Spellcaster type monsters. Tricky Spell, 4,000 Knives. Dark Magic Attack. Contract with Exodia, very nice. Messenger of Peace. Monster Reincarnation. Secret Village of the Spellcasters, that's a decent common. Pot of Duality. Mirror Force, nice. Magical Hats. Magic Cylinder, nice. Magician's Circle. Backup Soldier. Gravity Bind. And we get a really cool looking token. Actually, that's a nice token. I rate that. I really don't like the artwork of the Dark Magician. I'm not a fan of that particular style of Dark Magician. But for what it is, a really solid deck, actually. Next up, let's take a look at Kaiba. It has to be the best character on the show. For me, I know that's subject to debate. I was always a big Kaiba fan. Always wanted his starter deck, and unfortunately for me, I only had 2 options when I went to buy one, and that was Pegasus, which in hindsight I wish I had a pick, but I didn't because I thought Relinquish looked monstrously ugly. And the other one was Joey, and ended up getting the Joey with the red eyes. I wish I still had those cards in that starter deck. So we get Maiden of the Blue Eyes, we get Melody of the Awakened Dragon. Again, 2 cards that we got just recently, literally like a few weeks ago. Same with Blue Eyes Ultimate, but again, it looks nice. Blue Eyes White Dragon. If you got the Mega Tin, you got a really nice version of him. We get another Blue Eyes, and then another Blue Eyes. I like that they give us the 3 different artworks. These cards, I guess I've been spoiled because I've got them in different rarities. To get the common version kind of isn't as nice, to be honest with you. Dragon Spirit of White. So a lot of reissues. Again, not necessarily a bad thing. It is what it is. Another Kaiba Man, White Stone. Finally, we get this thing. Now, to make a good Blue Eyes deck, you need at least 3 of these. So they give us 1. Is the Sage in here? We get the Protector. We got the Master. And it doesn't look like we got the Sage. So the most important one, they dudded us out of. Thanks. Battle Ox. I love that artwork on card, retro. Legend, original artwork. Vorse Raider, very cool. Actually, that's one thing that wasn't in the Yugi deck, now that I think about it, is Summon Skull. Blade Knight, nice. Ancient Lamp, very good. Tiger Dragon. Komodo Dragon. Excellent. King of the Swamp is a really nice common. For a fusion deck, absolute essential. So I'm really happy they gave us him. That's nice. Rider of the Storm wins. Burst Stream of Destruction, good card. Beacon of White, good. Mausoleum of White, good. We get 1 Polymerization. Enemy Controller, Shrink. Silent Doom. So again, just Kaiba cards, Ancient Rules. I like that. That's a very handy card, to be honest with you. 3 copies of that would not be complaining with. Trade in. Where art thou? Can't say I've seen this card before. Pot of Dichotomy. I rate the artworks on the Jar of Avarice and those sort of cards there. Fusion Substitute, nice. Unexpected Die. Negate Attack. Final Attack Orders. Shadow Spell. The artwork on these is quite nice. Cloning, nice. Fusion Reverse. Jar of Avarice, there we go. We get Azura Eyes in common. And First of the Dragons in common. And then we get a really nice Kaiba token. That looks pretty cool. He's boss. Not a bad deck. Last but not least, we have Joey. The stereotypical cheesy American in the show. I had his first starter deck, so let's see how this one compares. I'm interested to see. This card is fantastic, by the way, the Blackstone of Legend. It's like the Blue Eyes equivalent, or the White Stone, but works a little bit differently. The rarity level on this makes it look incredible. Hopefully you guys can see the colors and everything visually is outstanding. That's a very nice card. Then we get, look at that. Wow. Return of the Red Eyes. Check out that artwork. That's a beautiful, beautiful card. That's one thing I will give them full credit. Red Eyes, Flare Metal Dragon. That looks excellent too. Retro Red Eyes artwork. I love it. Interesting they gave us this artwork and not the original Red Eyes design. Still looks very nice though. Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. Pretty cool. Red Eyes Archfiend Lightning. I love the design on that. It's like a summon skull mixed with Red Eyes, I guess. A beautiful looking card. I really like that. Red Eyes Retro Dragon. A lot of these cards I haven't got, so I'm really happy at that. Black Metal Dragon. That's pretty sick too. Axe Raider. I love it. Retro artwork. Very nice indeed. Alligator Sword. Baby Dragon. I wonder if we get any fusion monsters. Jinzo, nice. Goblin Attack Force. Gearfried, the Iron Knight. I'm pretty sure he was a Yugi card. I'm almost certain, but I could be wrong. Rocket Warrior, nice. I like it. Blue Flame Swordsman. That was one thing, just a little mini rant that always ticked me off. Flame Swordsman in the show was always a common card that you could play. And then in the actual card game, he was a fusion monster, and he was a shit fusion monster. He had pretty crappy attack and defense. So, anyway, that's side rant over. Time Wizard, Standard, Phoenix, Gearfried. I like that. That's kind of cool. Gemini Summoner, Blazewing Butterfly, Mothra from Hell, Dark Valkyria, Command Knight. I haven't seen that one before, but I like the artwork on that. That's a nice looking card. Nice. Moving through. Inferno Fire Blast. I love the Red Eyes design on that. That's pretty cool. Red Eyes Fusion. Nice. There we go. Cards of Red Stone. Polymerization. Nice. Salamander. Scapegoat. Foolish Burial. Roulette Spider. Nice. So we're getting some of the ones from the show. Space Typhoon. Symbols of Duty, Red Eye Spirit, Kunai with Chain, nice, Call of the Haunted, Torrential Tribute. You actually get some solid cards in this. Curse of Anubis. Dun dun dun. Oh, look at this. Very nice. Archfiend Black Skull Dragon. That's a sick looking card. He reminds me of Desustroya from Godzilla. I love that. That's epic. And then Alligator's Sword Dragon. I rate the artwork, to be honest with you. Apart from that, like, again, look at the old shitty fusion monsters. 1700 attack. Like, why would you bother? I think the Alligator Swordsman has more on his own. So, anyway, it is what it is. And then a really nice Joey token. So overall, a really cool deck. My favorite of the lot is probably the Joey, then the Yugi, then the Kaiba. A really great set if you're a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! No ifs, no buts, I would pick this up. Definitely very impressed with this set. Excellent. Okay, and as I said at the start of the review, the last part of this is going to be me taking a look at some mystery cards I ordered online. Well, not really mystery cards because I did order it, so I guess I know exactly what I'm getting. But some cool cards, quite a lot of cards. So let's see what we've got inside. Kind of exciting. We've got some things planned. One of the things I will say, I stopped playing this game in high school, and then a friend of mine who runs Budget Gaming, check out his Facebook page and also his YouTube channel. He's fantastic with the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. To his credit, well done. He's made a lot of money off of Yu-Gi-Oh, buying and selling cards and so forth. He got me and a few of my friends back into the game, which we hadn't played in literally years. So it's been fun building decks and playing with those guys. Definitely makes it very enjoyable. So let's start over here. We've got a card that I really like, and that is the Beast King Barbaros. Now, hold on a sec. I've got to get something special for this guy. So if you are a regular subscriber or viewer of my channel, you know I reviewed the fake 2016 Yu-Gi-Oh! Mega Tin. And on the front cover was this guy who I'd never seen before. I ended up finding out who he is, and there we have him in the flesh, in person. And now I have a nice tin to suit him. So how good is that? Taking a look at the other cards that we've got. I really like the artwork on him. Pretty decent. We've got another one. And another one, 3 of a kind, I like it. Blaze Phoenix. So I am building a fusion deck to play with my friends, and this guy is, I guess, the main centerpiece of that deck. A really beast fusion monster. You can obviously attack. He's got reasonably good attack, which gets over a lot of the main XYZ monsters. At the same time, though, if you can't attack for some reason, you can inflict damage to your opponent. So that's the main reason I've got him. 3 copies of him. Advanced Ritual Art. You'll see some of the other cards. I do have also a Ritual deck I'm building as well, and more will be revealed in that hopefully soon. Time Machine. Adhesive Explosive. That looks fantastic. So I'll keep it a secret. Hopefully you'll see. As a reward, I guess, for watching this long. Tribute to the Doom. That is a really cool looking card. Old school card. I really like the artwork on that. Okay, more cards for the fusion deck. This has really good defense as a normal monster, and you'll see in a little bit. Cyberjar. It's just an annoying card, but I like it. Old Vindictive Magician. A few of those. Barrel Dragon. Very nice. Toon Summon Skull really has no relevance to anything whatsoever. I just like the card and always wanted it. Let's open up another pack. Okay, so here we got Magic Jammer, another Adhesive Explosion, fantastic. Birthright, really cool looking old school card. We've got Metal Zoa, and Zoa, if you don't know what deck I'm trying to build or where it's from, remember from the show Bandit Keith? Well, there you go. Okay, so I got most of these cards essentially to build a Bandit Keith themed deck, so that's really awesome. These are going towards a God card deck I'm building, which I will show you guys fairly soon. Next up, Necro Valley. I needed another one of these for a Gravekeeper deck that I'm building. Prominence Hand, again for the God deck. 7 completed, again, is for Bandit Keith. The Monarchs Stormforth. In general, just a really good card to annoy people you play with. Good for tributing. Blast Sphere, again, we've got for Bandit Keith. X-Head Cannon, I just wanted it for fun, to be honest. Pendulum Machine, old school artwork. Love this card. Love that design. Again, Bandit Keith. Robotic Knight, Fusion deck. And then moving through, again, Bandit Keith. Remember when he gets taken over by Marek, he gets Zera, the Mant, and that is, of course, part of the Bandit Keith deck. So I have those cards there. He's a really cool ritual monster. Honestly, you know, competitively not that great, but just for playing with friends, looks sick. The actual card itself looks awesome. I love that. That came out fantastic. Tribute to the Doomed. Again, we got another couple of them for him. Mausoleum of the Emperor is for Bandit Keith. Solemn Judgment is just an all-rounded good card. So why not get a few of them? Time Machine, Cannon Soldier is for our fusion deck. Gravekeeper's Descendant, I needed basically for the Gravekeeper's deck I've got, same with Necro Valley. And then Royal Firestorm Guards is again for our fusion deck. So pretty cool. Last pack we've got left has a mix of things in it. Magna Ruran, again, just Toon card that I like that I wanted to pick up. No real purpose for him at this stage. We've got, again, more cards for Bandit Keith's deck. Bandit Keith again. If you've played any of the Yu-Gi-Oh games, like the older games, you'll have different characters that you verse. Some of these cards are ones that he didn't necessarily use in the show, but he did use useless cards, but for Bickery Box, the Fusion Monster. Fusion deck are cards that he used in that game, so that's why I guess I've got them. Gigatech Wolf, and a lot of them are from the show as well. Bandit Keith, Launcher Spider, nice. Metal Morph for our Zoa, and the Gravekeeper's Spy for the Gravekeeper deck. So again, an interesting mix of things. I do have a lot more cards coming, and I'll be able to finish off these decks and have them looking a little bit more complete, hopefully really soon. So hope you guys have enjoyed this review. We were taking a look at today at just some random cards and also the 2016 Yugi's Legendary Decks 2.